Good morning, guys. Nice fly past of birds then. Back into jeans again. Right, the time is, let's get my mobile. It is 9:43 and it's Monday today. Yes, and it's been raining, which all helps me to walk barefoot on all of these leaves and mulch them down into the ground. How lovely. And I'm sure I could do it with boots on as well, but it's just altogether nicer, isn't it? It's like a cake that you've made by rubbing the ingredients together with your fingertips. There's something lighter about it, and it seems to contain more love. And I imagine that as I'm walking along, I imagine that every footfall is, I love you, 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 I love you. And I am just, you know, kind of with the dogs and with all animals, I'm paying more and more attention to animals. And I just think to myself, you know, they are just alive. Their senses are really, really giving them this fantastic experience. I mean, a dog will walk through these woods, run through these woods, and there's always something to take its attention. Whereas we could just walk through them and not really notice anything. Yeah. And sunny spin day to Ray. It was her birthday the other day. So another spin around the sun, Ray. Hey ho, hey ho. There's wind up there. Can you see the movement? And I was here the other day and the buzzard came and it was just so beautiful. It's as if, whoa. It's as if it came just so that I could see it. It was wonderful. It's like all of these leaves now that are starting to blow off. They're saying, we'll get to the ground and then you can put your bare feet onto us as well. And we will exchange essence. Yeah. I want to talk a bit about love. I know I do talk about love a lot. Well, maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't know what a lot is talking about love. But I do actually want to talk about love and how important it is. Oh, magnificent leaf. That was beautiful. How important it is to focus our attention on this incredible and extremely powerful resource that we have. Yes, I mean, it is just amazing. And it doesn't only benefit other people, it actually benefits us as well. So, for example, if I'm feeling very kind of low and despondent and, I don't know, someone's got on my nerves or I've heard something that has just wound me up. If I kind of snuggle down into that emotion, and people might think that that is totally the wrong word, to snuggle down, but believe me, so many people love to have a crisis. So many people love to think that a planet is coming our way and it's going to knock us out of our orbit and that'll be an end to it all. Or they love to think that a volcano is going to erupt, or you know, the comet is going to bring all kinds of things in its trail that will smash down buildings and so on. Yellowstone Park is going to erupt, and people like these kind of crises, and I'm not quite sure why, but they almost make them feel important, I think. or almost like, you see, I heard about it first. I heard about it back in 1922. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I mean, not that anything was done to stop it, if indeed anything could be. But it's almost like this, you know, this, a wonderful gloriat crisis and impending disaster. You know, I mean, say like the Titanic. There's people who like to say, oh, yeah, I knew someone who was on the Titanic. Or even buy things that were from the Titanic. This was from the Titanic, you know. Now, not because the Titanic was any kind of beautiful, well, it was actually, wasn't it? As far as man-made things went, it did look pretty spectacular. I mean, not kind of smashed to pieces on the iceberg, but it did look fantastic. Well, in all the movies that I've seen. But then again, you see, are movies real? And am I basing my opinion on what the Titanic looked like on movies rather than actualities? And do I actually have any awareness of what any other cruise liner was like in those days? And the answer is no. So, you know, do you see how we kind of bullshit ourselves all the time? But anyway, people don't have those little knickknacks for that reason. No, it's so that, you know, they can say to people, I've got something off the Titanic. And it's important because the Titanic was a disaster or a disaster. So that's why they actually want it. So it's like, as human beings, we're kind of, we generate this feeling of fear and panic and impending disaster, and actually snuggle down into it, you know. Ooh, maybe it will be us this time. I don't know. But the thing is, you hear those birds? That is the strangest sound. Well, it's not strange, it's absolutely beautiful. It feels like it's vibrating and dancing around my ears. And even Honey was looking up then to see what miraculous creature is making such a sound. He says, I'm going to stop now and tease you so you can't locate me. But, you know, we then generate this kind of myth and craziness about disasters being wonderful and, you know, being on the edge. Always being on the edge and waiting. You know, oh, let's sit it out. Sit what out? Well, the storm that's coming. Why bother? Why not have a game of cards? Or why not go and make a nice cup of tea from the lady down the road who might actually be a bit worried about it as she's on her own? Do you know what I mean? But love, anyway. This emotion of love that we have is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And it can change our mood in a moment, seriously. And it's really what it's all about, I believe. Because our mood, we are responsible, personally responsible, for our own happiness. And he's having some breakfast. They love that grass. Absolutely love that grass. And I love to watch them just coming along, and you know, even their sense of taste is being satisfied on this walk, which is just beautiful. I mean, I don't do anything, do I? I'm not kind of sitting down there with them munching the grass and thinking, wow, that's pretty nice. We'll go this way, Ebbs. But this emotion of love, you know, we are responsible for our own life. And the thing is, our life doesn't just start at my feet. It's not just the outer part of my body and being. Do you understand what I mean? It's it extends beyond our physical form, and therefore everything we move into, everything that we touch or embrace or even just drift past is affected by the energy that we put out. So if you put out an energy of love, then, like if I come here to this tree and I've got this energy of love and I just embrace this tree, which is wonderful. Wonderful. And actually embracing trees, if you can't get barefoot, then just put your hands really over a tree, because obviously a hand is as good as a foot for earthing. A thigh is as good as a foot. It's just, it's difficult to walk on your thighs. So yes, and I wonder if this is Kit.
Oh, you need wellies on, I think.
Oh, I'm doing it barefoot.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're braver than me.
Hello.
Come on, Sharon.
Go on, keep going, girls. Come on, honey. I'm braver than him. How wonderful. Yes, so this energy of love that we actually can project out of our being. Well, we don't necessarily think, oh, I'm going to project this out of my being. It just happens naturally. Touches all, and influences everybody that we come into contact with. And I think we really, really shouldn't underestimate the power of love. It is an incredible force. And I think it's important to almost minimise all of these things that people are I mean, for goodness sake, here a few weeks ago, you know, the whole country, well, not the whole country, Rose, come on. An awful lot of people in this country were terrified because we were going to have these winds that were going to come, that were going to rip the whole country to pieces, and people went out and doubled their insurance, which of course the insurance companies love. They love it when we're snuggling down in disaster frame of mind. You know, people were really, really worried about what was going to happen. You know, I mean, oh, look at this. This is the dance of the treetops. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Yeah, people were so worried and so scared. But it gave them something to think about and something to focus on. You know, what can I do today? I can watch a load of crap on the television. I can, especially older people, I can walk round in my cloak of invisibility because I'm so old that no one pays me a time of day or even a good morning. You know, but hey, great, I've got a disaster to latch onto, so that'll keep my mind occupied for a while. And when I watch television, I can apply the news to myself. But if we kind of go with this love and we don't focus on that, I mean, you know, I could be here now and one of these trees could just decide, well, Rose, you didn't know it, but I'm your ticket out of here, babe. And it could just drop on my head. You know what I mean? Most deaths are not caused by strong winds. Actually, most of them are caused by Big Pharma. Yes, they are. Or Democracide, I think the other one is. which is death by government. Yes. Well, they're killing us all anyway, as we know, or attempting to, with the fluoride and the... Oh, don't go there, Rose. Don't go there. I haven't got enough time on the video anyway, because the amount of things they're trying to kill us with would take me like half a day to get them all out. But, you know, I don't walk round this wood thinking, oh my God, a tree could fall on my head at any point in time. You know, people who are terrified of getting onto an aeroplane in case they have a crash. I mean, they don't think anything of going and crossing the road, and they are more likely to be hurt, shall we say, that way than in an aeroplane. Do you understand what I mean? We just really need to inject a lot of love into our thoughts and a lot of love into our moments, because right now, in this moment, all I need to think about is love. That's it, and just send it out. And it does affect and it does impact. It really, really does. Oh, we have another visitor. Hello. She's a very vocal dog when she says hello. But that's it, they'll probably be okay now. Come on then. Hello, gorgeous. Come on, honey, we're going this way. There's a lot of people here today, isn't there? Goodness me. I thought there was only me and a few others who knew about this place. Right. So, my kind of thoughts for today are... don't snuggle up with disasters. You know, and the reason we do is because we watch disaster movies all snuggled up on the sofa with a bucket of popcorn and some aspartame-laden soda water of some kind. You know what I mean? Snuggle up with some wonderful thoughts, read a good book. Create something. I'm making a rug. I am making a rag rug and it's wonderful. I'm loving it, and I took it to Wales with me and I did some with my grandchildren down there. Yes, and I love it and I put my love into it. But apart from that, just be nice if you see people. Just say hello and give a smile. A smile is a wonderful, energetic wave that comes from your face, and it actually affects your eyes as well. So your eyes generally sparkle when you smile, and people love it, you know. And instead of like when I met that man, it's like, oh my God, what if he's this, or what if he, you know, he's just a guy out having a walk. Just exchange some niceties and pleasantries. It doesn't hurt. In fact, it heals. It really does heal. I think the time has come to stop snuggling up and bragging about things that are horrific, because basically this whole world is running on fear, and we've got to get rid of it. We've got to knock the fear out the way and just enjoy the moment. Enjoy this ride, this life. You know? I don't know. Well, I suppose I better go. Yes, I'm going to go now. But I do want you to think about, you know, put an imaginary string where your heart is, and then extend it 2 foot out of your body, and encircle yourself that 2 foot from your heart. That is how you can really influence people, with a smile, with a glance, with a twinkle in your eye, or a lovely thought. Right, so from the beautiful Wayne Bodywood, with the most magnificent trees who have danced for me, leaves that have pirouetted to the floor, and all the other wonderful things I see, and the great feelings I get from this wonderful place. It's goodbye from Honey and Abby, who are there, and from my feet, who are here, becoming camouflaged. They say, can you see us? And remember, keep looking up, because there may be some trees dancing for you up there as well. And remember to enjoy life, live it. It is, honestly, it's exactly why we're here. And if we enjoy it, other people enjoy it too, because they get caught up in our enjoyment of it. So as the trees wave goodbye, I'll say goodbye too. Wave goodbye, trees. Hey, hey. They say bye. And I'll catch you all another day. Bye. Doo-doo. Can you see us? Can you see us? Bless her. Love you. A magnificent fall.